Hi, my name's Libby. I'm the dyer behind Needle and Thread. You can normally find me rocking all orange at a yarn show, but today we're going to show you a little bit from my home in Manchester where I hand dye all of my yarns. We'll look at some colorways and my different bases, and I'll show off a few samples. This is a selection of my repeatable colorways. I carry every weight from lace weight mohair and surrey alpaca through to a chunky merino, but Blueface Leicester is really my favourite. So going from left to right, we've got Honey Badger, Lavion Rose, Rose Mould, Psychedelic Relic, That Dress, and on the end is Marmalady on the Merino DK. So, and then as we go down, from right to left, we've got You're Turning Violet, and you can see that's one of my fluffy lace weight bases there on the surrey alpaca. Then we've got Resting Beach Face. There is Break In at Tiffany's on the merino singles, which is fabulous for shawls. You're Tealing My Heart on merino chunky. I'll show you a sample of that just a second. We've got Swamp Monster on BFL DK and Poison Apple on BFL nylon sock. So these are my sock samples that you'd normally be able to see if you came to a show. It gives you a little bit of an idea how some of the colours knit up. I mostly only do samples for the kind of variegated colourways. So these are some of my garment samples. This is the Mellow Kitty sweater by Casapinka. You can find the pattern on Ravelry, and I have put together kits for this colour combination. And what I've done with the kits to make them more accessible and affordable is the contrast colours that you're seeing here. Even for the largest size, you only need up to a maximum of 50 grams per colourway of the contrast, so everything except the purple. So I've done kits with 50 grams of the contrast colourways just to keep the cost down a little bit for you. All you have to do is select how many main skeins you needed, and then you'll be able to check out. I personally used, I think, 2 and a little bit. I'm not entirely sure. And I made the 44-inch bust size. There's images of it on me on my Instagram if you want to go and check that out. It's at Needle and Thread. So this is another one of my favourite sweaters. It's the Ursa, URSA by Jacqueline Cieslak. Again, you can find the pattern on Ravelry. This sample is done in my merino chunky yarn, and that is that one right there. So this is applied yarn, knits from anywhere from like 6 to 10 millimeter needles. The sample I think I did on 6.5 millimeter needles, and this particular size, again somewhere around 44-inch bust, which is my size, took I think 4.5 skeins. I do like my jumpers cropped, so just bear that in mind. I have quite a few sweater quantities of chunky yarn on the website because I get a lot of questions about this sample. It's a lovely raglan construction, and it's got just these little squishy half brioche seams, details, which is a lot easier than it sounds because it's kind of fake brioche. You're just slipping stitches effectively. Yeah, great beginner pattern really if you've kind of got any knitting knowledge. Jacqueline's patterns are wonderful. They're very size inclusive and they're really clear. So, but if for any reason you want more yarn than is in stock, you can always message me. I'll put together a custom order, or quite a few of the yarns on site will also say that they can be back ordered, and all that means is that I will dye it up especially for you so you can get as much as you need for the project.